The Toyota RAV4 is the best-selling SUV on the planet, and for 2026, Toyota tore it down to the studs and built it again from scratch. Think about that for a second. This is the one car the company cannot afford to get wrong. The quiet earner that funds everything else. And yet the 6th generation RAV4 GXL is the biggest reinvention the nameplate has ever had. So the real question is simple. Why redesign the car that was already winning? The answer starts the moment it rolls up. This GXL, the mid-grade volume seller, wears a front-end Toyota calls hammerhead, a slim light signature stretched across a broad upright nose. It looks planted in a way the old car never did, wider at the shoulders, squarer at the corners. Toyota split the new range into 3 separate design themes, so a RAV4 finally arrives with real presence instead of just quiet familiarity. On the move, it carries that presence too, tracking down an open road looking calm and grown-up rather than tall and nervous. Down the side, the dark alloy wheels and blacked-out pillars give it a stance that reads more expensive than the badge on the tailgate suggests. At the rear, the squared-off tailgate and full-width lighting make it look broad-shouldered from any angle. But the real change lives underneath the sheet metal. Because for the first time, every RAV4 is electrified. There is no plain petrol version left in the range. The GXL runs a 2.5-liter hybrid making 192 horsepower, driving either the front wheels or all 4. It was never built to thrill. It was built to sip, and it does, returning around 52 miles per gallon in a family SUV that will genuinely never ask much of you. If this deep dive is useful, subscribe, because the cabin is where the new car quietly moves the game on. Step inside and the story shifts from careful evolution to a genuine leap. The GXL centers on a 10.5-inch touchscreen running Toyota's new Arene software, the same brain the company plans to build into everything it makes next. A 12.3-inch driver's display sits ahead of the wheel, and the whole cabin feels less like a Toyota built down to a price. The seats are supportive, the layout is clean, and the materials finally match the money. Wireless phone mirroring, a charging pad, and a row of USB-C ports mean the family plugs in and simply forgets about it. Now, here is the honest part. The back seat and the boot are only mid-pack for the class. A Honda CR-V and a Hyundai Tucson both give you more room to stretch out and to load up. For a big family that hauls everything, that gap is real. But for most buyers, the trade is a drivetrain Toyota has proven a million times over. And resale, the rivals can only envy. And that is the whole argument. Starting around $49,000, the 2026 RAV4 GXL is not chasing the crowd or trying to reinvent the family car. It is the safe, sensible default, rebuilt from the ground up to finally feel special, wearing the most trusted name in the entire segment. Toyota did not need to take this gamble. It took it anyway. And the car reaching showrooms this March is plainly better for it.